Hey guys, welcome to episode 96 of Two Girls Tripping. I'm Lauren.
I'm Abby.
And today we've got a real sweater vest vibe on. So get your vest on, get ready to listen to us bitch for about less than 2 hours.
We are wearing the same vest, different colors. This was not planned.
No.
Frankly, it's just too hot to wear anything with sleeves.
The light just makes me hot.
It's also like 103 out.
Girl, you're telling me I just came back from a very successful hunt for a rotisserie chicken, so I know about that heat.
A prized possession.
Apparently, I had to barter not my firstborn because that's Marlo, but like my hypothetical secondborn, but joke's on that because I'm not having any kids. Oh,
You'll probably get another cat.
how could I ever replace my firstborn?
Well, it's not a replacement.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
What you got note-wise before we hop into episode 8 of Off Campus? War is almost over.
Oh. I only have a couple of things. Number one, I want to talk about Logan Stankoven selling new sticks on Facebook Marketplace. Unused sticks. Wild. I almost want to say it's not actually him. It's a Facebook account that's called Logan Stankoven, and it's in Logan Stankoven's hometown. And they are selling sticks. I think it's Bauer.
That's a
sticks.
clue.
They're selling Warrior sticks, which is who he's sponsored by. But they're $175, which is honestly a great price for a hockey stick. My thing is, I'm also realizing now, joined Facebook in 2019, which is around the time that he started playing professional hockey. And I'm like, I just really find it hard to believe that he would have, because he's what, 25, 23, 24-ish, young 20s? No, he's young.
He's a baby.
I want to say he's like 21.
Yeah, he's young.
Setting up a Facebook profile at the ripe age of like 19.
I feel like
it's crazy to me.
I feel like they're not forced to, but I do feel like it's part of their agreement.
But Facebook?
I mean, think of the audience they're catering towards. Those are Facebookers.
These are valid points. These are very valid points. For a reminder, if you're wondering, does Logan Stankoven struggle for money? He is on a $48 million contract.
Because my initial thought was, is he poor? Like, did something happen?
He's supposed to make $6 million this next season, so
times are so rough. Hate that.
And
for
he's
him.
Canadian. He doesn't even have our economy right now.
Oh, that's a really good point as well. Well, the Canadian economy is not much better than we are right now.
That's fair.
We're pretty neck and neck.
Speaking of bad, the Florida Panthers equipment manager Teddy Richards was arrested. Do you want to guess what for?
Either a domestic.
Yep.
Really?
Domestic violence.
Damn.
Well, he had 2 charges. The first was touch or strike battery domestic violence. And the second was an unauthorized use of 911 services. I don't know what that's for. They're on the same day.
That's kind of like a fake 911 call. Like he beat someone up and then he calls and he's like, I need help, like blah, 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 or something like that.
He's a little bitch then.
Like it is a crime to, false reporting is a crime as well.
Yeah.
And then also utilizing 911 when it's not an emergency is obviously a charge.
Yeah.
It's kind of in the eye of the beholder.
Thaddeus Richards is his full name. Anyways, that's not that much of a shock. Moving on.
Can we feed them to alligators?
Ooh, it is Florida.
It is Florida.
Florida is the Australia of the U.S.
Florida is the Australia of the U.S.
They've got crazy animals down there.
Yeah, like men who think it's okay to commit physical violence on their friends and family.
Yeah.
Either that or
But
I just think, like, what if we bring back like witch hunts, but instead it's bitch hunts, and it's for pedophiles and sexual offenders and domestic violators. If they let us crack down on crime the way I wanted to, we wouldn't have problems in this country. Let's turn the purge into a reality. I mean, it kind of already is, depending on what tax bracket and geographical location you live in.
I can't get on board with the purge, and then we'll go on, because people are already committing crimes that they shouldn't be.
Yeah,
that's
but in
not
the purge,
point.
rich people get targeted.
Oh, that's true. actually
which
never
is-
watched The Purge, if you believe it or not.
I watched The Purge with my grandparents. I think it was my 17th birthday.
Grandma or
Grandma
grandmother.
Grandma and Pop.
That
'Cause
tracks.
I was at their house. I spent the whole day with them, and we were making like bread from scratch and everything else from scratch, mind you. And
yeah, because that's our
then-
grandma right there.
Yeah, and so we were watching The Purge, and it was me and Grandma and Pop, and next thing I know, Pop is snoring a log,
Oh my God, yeah.
and that's when I remembered he's actually a war veteran.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I can understand. This is
actually-
nothing.
He was actually injured in combat.
He actually,
So-
yeah, I guess what, they get a Purple Heart for that? Yeah.
Yeah, he stepped on a landmine.
No, he didn't.
No, he
Their
stepped in, like,
ship
a
got
hole.
torpedoed.
Who was it in our family that...
No one. The only people in our family who have served are Pop and our dad.
I'm so sorry. It must have been like one of Grandma's brothers or her dad, because I remember distinctly being told this story by Grandma. Granted, she's not the most reliable source.
She might not be speaking with facts, but she's speaking with passion, and it's always an engaging story.
It is almost always believable, too.
One thing about Joyce, she knows how to tell a story.
Yeah, and she believes it as
She's
well.
such an icon. Love her.
Yeah.
Love her dad.
They're the ones that introduced us to Grey's Anatomy at the ripe age at like 10.
Yeah, she was like showing us McDreamy, and she's like, that is literally one of the finest men I've ever seen in my life. And I was like,
You can
I think I
see
just had my
Teddy.
sexual awakening. Yeah, Abby wanted Teddy to be free because he had been in timeout because I was taking a test. 2 tests in 24 hours, mind you. I want to hibernate. So Teddy not thrilled about his enclosure time.
No.
So he's got a vest that he likes to act like he can't move around in, and so he will like fling himself around. He acts like he's got cerebral hypoplasia, which is like the wobbly cat syndrome.
cats.
And he does not, in fact, because if he actually wants to do something, all of a sudden he ain't got no balance issues.
Yeah.
But let's get back on track.
Yes.
What else?
Oh my God. Sorry. Yeah. A couple other hockey things. Cutter Gauthier. This is, and take this with a grain of salt, because I got this from Spitting Chicklets. They heard through the grapevine that Cutter Gauthier, who also plays for Anaheim, is not willing to take $1 less than what Leo Carlson signed for.
Look, that's a problem they created. You want to sign mid players past their prime for an insane amount of money. That's your right. But then other mid players or better players are going to want that same thing. However, it's typically a first come, first serve. Like, we have a cap in theory.
Yeah. Okay. And
The fact that he gets paid so much freaking money, it's just, it boggles
fact
my
that
mind.
he is the highest paid player in the NHL.
Just bullshit. Like, you're gonna laugh.
Insane.
You're gonna never mind.
You're gonna look at me and you're gonna tell me that I'm wrong?
You're gonna look at me and you're gonna tell me that you think that player is worth that much.
Nah.
Crazy.
Nar. And then on a
It
lighter,
is Disneyland out there, I guess.
on a lighter note, I have the schedules were announced for the NHL this season. This season, obviously.
Duh.
For the following season, the schedules were announced NHL this week. I still didn't phrase that in any better
So
way.
NHL schedules for the upcoming season dropped.
And the teams like to have fun with it.
I had a great time with some of the reveals this year.
I did too. I'm interested to see what your favorite one was, but
I
I'm
loved
gonna
the Dallas Stars one.
Okay, I was talking to the listeners.
I know, I'm just getting in early.
I'm gonna say some of my favorite ones as well. Just like touch on them.
Touch on them.
Touch on them. I'm touching on them. My first one was the New York Islanders. I don't know if I sent this to you or not, but I don't know if you've seen that trend on TikTok where it's like the AI choir singing text messages.
I love that.
They did that, but it opens with like clearly somebody random singing poorly, like intentionally poorly.
It was me.
And they're like, admin said we can't use AI. And so they're singing the schedule and it's popping up as if it's the texts in that trend.
But
they're
it.
singing it.
Look, their social media really stepped it up this past season.
Yeah.
They've clearly got a girly in charge, and I love it.
Absolutely. My favorite overall was the Buffalo Sabres that just released some unhinged memes to announce what order they were playing teams in. And I have some for you because I don't know if you saw these, but I'm going to put them up on the screen for if you want. Ottawa.
There's not a fucking state on my Coke Zero.
What the hell?
What is this bullshit, Walmart? All right, this is Alaska today. You can't tell, but it's so cold.
Yeah, I'll put some of them on the screen. My favorite, the Oilers with the flex tape. And they had, do you remember those infomercials? It was like the giant tank, this, and they put
yes.
a new coach
oh my
on
god.
Top of it.
As if their new, is that the Oilers?
Yeah, that's
as if their
Oilers.
New coach isn't the devil himself.
Yeah. This is
literally Satan.
This is the Florida Panthers. Illiteracy.
That's so funny.
And if you're just listening and you're not watching, I'm sorry about this section. And then they also have from...
I thought you said you were going to put the pictures up.
That's what I said. If you're just listening and you're not watching, I'm so sorry. Because they can't see what we're talking about. And then this one with Prince in the Community.
I like that.
There's a couple more, but those were my favorites. And then the Nashville Predators did a Nashville Night Live, like a Saturday Night Live skit.
I saw it. It was funny.
And if you didn't see it, it's like 3 people. One's in a Rangers jersey, someone's in a Blackhawks, I think, and then it's like the Preds jersey, and they're clearly reading a script, and it's about like community service and helping the kids. And then it gets to the Nashville player, and it's like, kids love having Preds. I'm not doing this.
So it was like, we're doing a redo, like we're making it more kid friendly and like less offensive and stuff like that. Thanks for coming back.
Yeah. And they did like a whole TV skit, and the commercial was that one guy whose name I can't think of that's really, really pretty on the Preds doing a cologne commercial.
I can't think of who.
He's got the hair.
Let me look up their roster. Hold on.
He's got the hair.
My first thought is Jason Robertson, my Shayla.
It's not him.
It should be.
I couldn't imagine a more beautiful thing.
I forget that Jack Drury plays for them.
Oh my God.
Is it Ozzy? I love Ozzy.
Give it to me. I'll find it.
Luke Evangelista.
Yep,
That's who
that's
it is.
him.
Yeah. He is.
The guy with the
How old is he?
He's like 27.
He's 24. Speaking of Preds in the community.
Hey, I'm only 25.
I know.
It doesn't classify me as a predator, I don't feel like. And then, yeah, the Dallas Stars. The Dallas Stars one was really fun, too. It was like we can't.
What is it, progressive?
Progressive, I think.
Like, we can't keep you from turning into your parents.
Yeah.
It's a really good take on it.
Yeah. And that's all the context I'm going to provide. Just go to Instagram. Okay, off campus.
Faults. Wheeling Nailers. So
oh my God, yes. Sorry.
Our favorite ACHL team, the Penguins, longtime affiliate, 20 plus years. We almost
like
hit
29.
30. Yeah, almost hit 30. They have ended their affiliation with the Wheeling Nailers. And
which is so lame.
Then a couple hours ago, the head coach got what's the word for it?
They mutually parted ways?
No. Recruited? No. All I can think of is pimped, and that's because I've been watching Love Island. It's not pimped, but he got recruited or whatever the word may be to who is it? It's a good team too, because I knew them. I got traumatized by them. The Canucks, the Abbotsford Canucks. So maybe not a great
the
team.
Vancouver Canucks?
God, no. No.
Interesting.
So, wellness check on Randy and Shannon and the rest of them.
Is anybody from the crew in need of help?
Randy said he was going to, he had thoughts of self-harm.
I love that you were like, in my team's
I don't
message,
even blame him.
In my team's message the other day, I literally told one of my coworkers I'm going to off myself.
That's crazy.
And I probably should have sent that.
So,
anyway,
thoughts and prayers to our people from the crew. Hopefully, I don't know what's going to happen with it. I've seen a lot of speculation. We'll We'll see. I'm still going to wear my jersey, loud and proud.
Yeah, I mean,
you can't take them away from me.
The team's not going away. They just don't have an affiliate.
Yet.
Let's
talk about off-campus. Episode 8. Sounds great.
We're done with season 1.
I couldn't even think of a funny title or anything for this, so I'm
having a crisis.
Yeah.
It's a quote from Dean. But
Dean has been the most quotable.
Dean and Allie. I think every single episode I've quoted either Dean or Allie.
Yeah.
Other than one of them calling it a waste of my time.
Oldie McOldfuck Has-Been was a particularly good one from Hannah.
Yeah, that's very true. Prelude on this, we did have a margarita while we watched, and it didn't help at all.
I'm going to set the scene for you in the book. So in the book, as I touched on last episode, what happened was like I said, the show last episode completely off the rails. What actually happened is that Hannah ran into Aaron, who was her rapist in the book's best friend, who I think his name was like Chris Delaney. So interesting twist, because the best friend's last name was Delaney. She ran into him and Garrett was there. It was like after a game and Delaney was just like in the audience or whatever. They ran into each other. Both of them wanted to crawl into the earth. Fair enough. Garrett was like, hey, what was that? And then Hannah was like, yeah, that's Aaron's best friend. Like, he went on the stand and testified against me, and that was all she got out. Garrett walked over and beat the fuck out of Delaney. So it was not an on-ice excursion, nothing like that. He still had to get, like, a disciplinary meeting, but it was only in the school.
Why did I think it did happen on ice?
It did not.
Maybe somebody else fights on ice later on in the series.
It happened on these streets.
On the streets.
On the streets. So then Phil Graham, I think it was like the next day, Phil Graham comes up to Hannah and is like, hey, my son's fighting. He's going to get in trouble. You're distracting him. And I've decided that y'all are breaking up. And then blackmails her by saying that he would cut off all of his financial support to Garrett, which at the time that this book was written, college athletes were not allowed to make money.
Yeah.
So
correct.
He would have been broke. And also, this is an Ivy League college in Briar U universe. So then she breaks up with Garrett, and Garrett's like, I smell bullshit. Like, this isn't tracking, because she's like, we're just going a little too fast.
It's very out of the blue from her, and she doesn't cover it up well.
No, one thing about her, not a great liar, and that's okay. So then they go on Christmas break, and their sad boy and sad girl ended up. She calls Garrett on his birthday, which is New Year's Eve day, to wish him happy birthday. And then Garrett is like, oh, yeah, how's your dating going? You going on lots of dates? And she was like, yeah, not exactly. But yes, I'm so excited to date. I just haven't dated anyone. He's like, good luck with that. Well, then she comes back after winter break and still doesn't want to date because she is capital D depressed, as one would be.
Yeah.
And she runs into someone who eventually tells her, I don't remember the context of who it was, but she finds out that Garrett has implemented a campus-wide hands-off rule, which is why even if she wanted to, no guy is going to date her on that campus. So she marches into the locker room, and he's taking a shower, and she confronts him. Now, keep in mind, Coach Jensen walks in and is like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
And
He's
Garrett's like, it's not what
here?
it looks like. And Garrett's like, it's just me and my girlfriend. Like, I'm trying to win her back. She's yelling at me. I just happen to be in the shower right now. And he was like, I'm going to leave, essentially. And then what happens is Hannah is trying to convince Garrett's like, tell me why you broke up with me. And Hannah's like, we are just moving so fast. And he was like, no, tell me why you broke up with me. And then eventually gets it out of her that his dad, Phil Graham, capital D dick of all time, if you will, blackmailed her. And he was like, you silly goose. If you would have told me what my dad said, I would have told you that my grandparents left me a trust fund that I was able to access right after, I think it's his 21st birthday. And when would I have been able to access that? January 2nd, mind you. So we could have been together this whole time if you had just told me, which serves for communication.
Yeah.
You gotta have communication.
Yeah.
So then they get back together because he's already cut his dad off, and he's got enough money. He paid his dad back for literally anything that he's ever bought or paid for in his entire existence, which feels extra, but I love to see it flex on him. And then they live happily ever after, and then he gets drafted to the Bruins and is like their freaking captain and whatever.
Yeah, because in the book.
And that's the end of the book. Like, that's wraps on the book. None of that shit is about to happen here.
I'm having a weird, like, Mandela effect moment, because I also swear in the book, first of all, it's weird that he's getting drafted after he's graduated college already, but whatever, especially since he was some, like, superstar.
But I didn't watch hockey at the time, so I didn't know.
No. But now, like, it's...
Yeah.
I want to say, like, in one of these books, they have the opportunity to go pro. And they are like, no, I don't want to go pro yet. I want to continue college. And I'm
pretty sure that's Garrett, but I couldn't care. There's so many storylines that happen.
Garrett, to which I'm like, no, that's no, because if the Bruins
hockey's not guaranteed, you gotta have a degree.
Yeah, because he can always go back. But I'm also like, if the Bruins call you up and ask you to come play on a Sunday, you're there.
It might not be him. It might be someone else. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Okay. Let's get into what does matter.
This is what actually happened.
Cue the start of the episode. So it opens up, and we're doing split screen. And it's just Hannah and Garrett listening to sad music, AirPods in, laying in bed, being capital S sad people. There's a montage of them suffering without each other, and it's just got like some upbeat little song playing too. Oh, wait, no, it doesn't. It has Fade Into You, but I like Fade Into You because I'm a sad girl, so that's neither here nor there.
Also, in this little montage, Hannah pulls his jersey out of one of her dresser drawers, and I'm like, how does he not have to return that? I don't get why she has it, but that's fine. We move on.
Well, the actors are trying their best to convey that they are so sad, but the acting is not doing it for me, because Hannah is just doing what she always does, or the Hannah's actor, which is a blank face and a lot of blinking. And Garrett's actor, Belmont, absolute king in real life as far as I'm concerned, is just making the same scrunched up face with nose flaring that he always makes. So it's just not giving much of anything.
Yeah. And that goes on for like 10 minutes. It
goes on for so long. Like, I want to say it's an actual 3 to 5 minutes of just that.
Just, like, no dialogue. Just them being upset or trying to convey that they're upset.
It's so... I wrote down Fade Into You as playing, and I wish this scene would fade into something else. Then the next scene, Hannah is disassociated. She's being a sad girl at work. And then she realizes she works for tips. So she goes over to this table of young guys and is trying to get their order. And then they're like, are you Hannah? Hannah Wellesley? She's like, yeah. Which, red flag number 1.
Yeah.
And then they start acting hella sus and are asking to get sat somewhere else and asking if literally anyone else can take care of them and talking about how they don't want any trouble and stuff like that. And she's like, I'm literally just here to serve you. Like, do you just need more time or what?
I'm just trying to pay my bills.
Truly trying to catch a flight back home to my parents. Not home though, my aunt's house. And so she walks off. And sad boy Sean, bitch ass Sean, walks in. Mind you, walks in to the place of business for his ex-girlfriend, which is a capital offense in my universe. Find your fries somewhere else. I don't care that you missed the cooking.
No, because he said it's Tuesday, right? Like, she doesn't work Tuesdays.
I don't care. You've got to dead it off completely. If you're going to act the way he acts to her, it's a complete no contact.
I disagree on that note, but I did write Ratatouille's bitch ass is here.
He's here. They commiserate over being single, and then Sean alludes to the hands-off campus-wide rule, which is, again, not how it plays out in the book, but that's okay. So he alludes to it. And then the next scene is Hannah just storming into the locker room. She's doing her best to show you how angry she is. And she walks into a men's locker room and is befuddled to her soul that there's just nudity occurring. And this is the most Amazon Prime show shit that they do. Because, yes, there is nudity. There's capital P penises flying around. But they make sure to do separate shots of just people's penises. They want to be HBO Max so well, but that was just trash.
Yeah, that was so unnecessary. But
So
also, like,
unnecessary.
the whole concept of her feeling like she can just storm into a locker room right after practice is crazy to me.
She's the owner of that arena. She can do whatever the fuck she wants, as she has made clear.
I just don't think so. And also, she's like, "You're naked," and Dean goes, "It's a men's locker room."
Yeah. Which, like, in the book, she sees Logan, Dean's penises. Like, it was just penis central, and she's like, just not able to process
It's
that.
girl,
which
that's
I'm like,
what happens when
clue.
you walk in.
There's clues here.
There's clues. That's a clue.
Like, come on. But
Wait, what is that's a clue from? We've been vocal stimming off of that for like 2 weeks now, and I don't know where it came from.
I don't know, but I
Okay.
do know where Garrett came from, and that's behind her. He looks positively scrumptious in this dark suit. He walks up and says, "Wellesley?" And then she turns around and starts laying into him about this supposed campus-wide hands-off rule. The whole locker room is just watching, which is real life. Like, I would be sat down, finding a snack in my bag, enjoying the show.
Yeah.
Well, then Garrett's like, I didn't institute that. Well, then it cuts to Hannah asking the baby players, the little freshmen, who came up with that, like, if he did it or not. And they were like, yeah, most definitely. That is what we interpreted from Dean saying that Garrett would lose his shit if anyone tried to get with Hannah. And Dean is like, well, yeah, I mean, Garrett would lose his shit if anyone touched Hannah or tried to get with Hannah, but that doesn't mean, like, that's not a hands-off rule.
Yeah.
And then Logan's like, fix it. Fix the rumor. Kill it. And they're like, yes, sir, which is fair. Then it pans back to Garrett looking as sad as that little sweet Belmont can manage and saying, I would never tell someone that they couldn't be with you. But Garrett absolutely did and would again.
Yeah.
First of all, I might be problematic, but that to me is actually, it pisses me off beyond belief that they cut that out. And then they try and villainize it, which maybe I'm a red flag and I just don't realize it. But I'm like, okay, that's just, for me, that's an integral part of their relationship. It's basically their last big plot. Is that. And
100%
he's not
it is.
doing it in a, it doesn't even matter because she doesn't even want to date and he knows that. It comes from an understanding, and he verbalizes this in the book. He's like, it's not that you can't date anyone, it's that I knew that you were so stubborn that you would feel like you have to prove something to me, and I didn't want anything happening to you. Which, yes, does cross a boundary, but sometimes boundaries are meant to be crossed, and that's okay. To me. That's my red flag.
It's like they try to modernize the most random parts of the show.
I know. It pisses me off.
No, I agree.
Anything
And
to add on that
also,
scene?
I'm like, if you're going to modernize it in the trial that we're going to talk about, maybe look into what the actual fucking rule is instead.
She's got notes on that.
That scene also, he's in the tux, like you said, and she goes, "Why are you in a suit?" And
It's not a tux, it's a suit.
whatever. And I literally have written down all caps, "You would have known he was suspended if you had taken a step back and thought about something other than yourself."
He committed an on-ice crime. That equals punishment. Equals suit,
Obviously.
equals meeting.
There were
Again,
thousands of witnesses.
There's context clues that can help you
That's
out.
a clue.
Use your brain.
Yeah. Yep.
So then the next scene, Coach Jensen and Garrett are at his disciplinary meeting with, it sounds like it's just the college.
It's the NCAA.
Okay, they just, I mean, all of this
Because-
is just incorrect. So I found, so I had trouble actually giving a shit, number one, because they would have just covered for him. He's their star player and he's drafted by an NHL team. But that's okay. Because in the committee, they play a video. Well, first of all, they basically are like, yeah, we would have let you off with like a slap on the wrist type thing. And I'm like, yeah, because that's real.
Yeah.
And they play this video of him trying to shoot pucks deep at a Bruins practice that he posted to his social media, and are like, are you aware that as an amateur college athlete, you are not allowed You are not allowed to do that type of shit. You are not allowed to go to a professional practice and participate with professionals. And he was like, that was after practice, number one.
Yeah.
So that was not a professional event. Like, I understand. I'm well aware of that rule. And they're like, well, you didn't make that clear in your video that you posted to Instagram that was the situation. And because that's not clear, congratulations. Your season is fucked and so is your team. Y'all have to forfeit every single win because you're actually illegal here. You shouldn't even be here, professional athlete. And so, yeah, the entire team has to forfeit all their wins for the season. I have a very hateful
I'm going to interject real quick.
Interject.
That's not a fucking rule in the NCAA. They made very specific comment that in the NCAA, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, what is the actual fucking rule? NCAA hockey players are permitted to participate in professional team practices and development camps. They cannot sign professional contracts or receive compensation. And they do have to pay for their travel and like lodging and everything while they're there. But you can participate as long as you're not under a contract and still play in the NCAA.
Yeah. It was all bullshit.
Yeah.
I have something hateful that I'm going to say, which is sure would be a great time to be Phil Graham's son right now, eh? Just get your way out of this one. Name drop. I'm Phil Graham's son. He's got money. We're going to pay our way out.
Yeah.
But hey, who am I to judge?
Yeah.
He essentially has a panic attack in the hallway with Coach Jensen. That's fair enough because, yes, your entire team is going to hate you. Yeah. Everyone's going to hate you. That is unavoidable.
Yeah.
And then Jensen he does this little speech, but it's basically like, you need to figure out if you actually like hockey, because the only type of players I'm trying to coach are players that love hockey.
Yeah.
And I don't know the circumstances of what caused that altercation on ice, and you refuse to tell me, and that's your right, but there's going to be consequences.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're not playing, you're not touching the ice, you're not participating in practices.
Which he can.
Yeah.
The NCAA just told him he's not allowed to.
Yeah, because he participated in a post-practice puck shooting. So, and that's illegal. So then...
Anyways, let's move on.
So back at the frat house, the boys are freaking out, understandably, about Garrett fucking them over his little rage out. So Logan... Tucker and them were like, we got this, like, we can figure it out, we just got to figure out how to win, like, blah 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 blah, and are being more than generous to Garrett, but not Logan, not my Libra Logan. And he is a Libra. I know this in my soul now, because he's like, Garrett's actually the reason we're in that situation, so he's not going to help us figure it out. He's absolutely just screwed us over. It's only up to us to figure out how to save their season. And yeah, because at what point in this show has he contributed? It's been all about him all the time. It's the Graham show. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm a Logan apologist again. Then we get a Hunter Davenport mention. And y'all don't know Hunter Davenport, but you freaking will. That man is so near and dear to me.
And they better portray him like the Hunter Davenport in the book. They already haven't, but some shit better turn around for that character, because that's not how it happened.
Yeah.
But also because Dean was like, fuck that guy. We don't need Hunter Davenport. I'm no.
Well, in the show, Dean apparently has beef with him for having like a piss poor attitude and out skating him at a practice, I think last season. But in the book, Davenport is like a freshman, and he's been recruited to the team, and Dean basically mentors and raises him to be Dean 2.0.
Yeah.
Like that's his younger brother.
Yeah.
So crazy book change again.
Yep.
And I don't like it.
Yeah.
Next scene. Then we get our queen, Allie. She's tapping on a computer. She is looking out the window. She's in her lover girl era. She's reading messages that Dean sent her and typing out a reply and then deleting them. When, of course, Hannah walks in, dark cloud, and is like, well, that's a wrap. Like, no more shifts, no more classes. That's a wrap on the semester. And then she wallows in self-pity.
Yep.
Again, fair enough. Allie is like, yeah, I mean, you got to let yourself feel that sadness, girlfriend. That's part of it. And Hannah's like, well, how did you get over Sean so quick? Because you were down bad for like one day and that was it. Allie alludes again to having a fling, which Hannah immediately picks up on again. But Allie shuts it down as like, a fling is just a pre-relationship. Like, I'm just out having fun, like hooking up, having a great time. And Hannah's like, that's suspicious.
Yeah.
That doesn't track. But Hannah
like,
just wants to get 8 hours of sleep, so she goes to bed.
Hannah's like, I can't believe you didn't tell me. How did I not know? And I said, actually, I can't believe Allie didn't tell her. Oh, wait, because Hannah's been so focused on Garrett and herself that in the showcase that she hasn't spent any time with her friends that we've seen, at least.
Which is fair. Life gets busy sometimes, but also that's not the first time that Allie has alluded to having a fling. That's just the first time Hannah took it seriously.
Yeah.
Then, so Allie is just sitting there, and Dean is texting Allie, asking her to come over. Then the next scene is simply, it's a masterpiece. It's Dean.
Yeah.
He's shirtless as he is. He is sitting in front of a desk, and he's playing chess with himself. Allie sneaks in through the window. He goes to help pull her in the rest of the way, and then they stumble and tumble onto his bed, have a laugh, looking at each other, super in love. Adorable. Yeah. Give me 75 scenes of this just on repeat.
That's not casual, guys.
It's not casual at all. Allie knows that. Also, I love her little like forest green
everything she
jacket
wears
that she I love it. I love how she's styled. I am so obsessed with it. Dean tries to initiate a hookup, and Allie is like, we need to talk. You know, I'm really enjoying what we're doing, even though it's been a while since we have hooked up. And he's like, yeah, what is up with that?
Not a big fan of that part.
Yeah, he's not thrilled with that. And he's extra not thrilled with the next thing that Allie says, which is that they need to sleep with other people. Dean's like, that's always been our agreement, that we could sleep with other people. And Allie is like, okay, well, how many people have you actually been with since we started hooking up? He looks dumbfounded and realizes that it's only been one girl for him since Allie, and that's Miss Allie, otherwise known as Alley Cat, otherwise known as Queen of My Heart. Otherwise known as ruler of Dean.
I need to say something that's probably going to make you mad. I don't like the Alley Cat nickname. I hate it.
You had to be there.
It just doesn't come out naturally of anybody's mouth.
Comes out of Dean's mouth pretty easily. Next.
Next. No, I also want to say when she goes, this is just a note I had. We need to sleep with other people. I'm pretty sure I just saw Dean vomit in his mouth and swallow it.
Yeah, he didn't. Nah, that was not what he wanted to do. He just wanted to. He wanted to get with his alley cat. Rawr. Meow. Then Allie tells him that he's got to sleep with someone else before Allie will sleep with him again.
Yeah, which
I just wrote down, what the fuck is this about? Like, I know this is coming from a place of fear.
Yeah.
But I just simply don't think it's that deep. Like, you need to relax, girl. And also,
100% I agree.
I didn't like it. Dean didn't like it. And then Dean doesn't even get a kiss from her. She literally disappears out of his window again. And that's that.
Like a reverse Rapunzel.
Literally, I hated it. But no one's more upset than Dean.
Facts.
Speaking of upset, our favorite sad people, Garrett and Hannah, once again just being so sad. We get another split screen. What happened was they were stalking each other's socials. Pathetic, but I get it. We've all been there.
Yeah.
And Garrett likes my worst nightmare is about to happen. He likes a video of her from high school.
He does it intentionally.
I know he does it intentionally, but that's crazy. So it's a split screen of them both watching the same video we've seen of her singing a song in high school for the entire season. That's the only song she's ever written and posted on her Instagram, apparently. And then at some point in the song, there's a montage of Hannah just reliving their highlight reel of their relationship.
Oh my God, I forgot about that part.
It was quick, but it wasn't quick enough.
I said only 56 people have viewed Garrett's Instagram story. I guess he's not as popular as he thinks he is.
Which is a valid point.
I'm sorry. I just am very hateful towards him and her right now.
They're pissing me off.
Yeah.
My favorite little traumatized siblings, though, Logan and Jules. They're working on Logan's car. I say working loosely. Logan is working. Jules is rifling through his stuff. Fair enough. Sibling things.
Yeah.
Then Tucker walks up. Actually, before this, Jules walks out of Logan's truck and they are decked out in Liquid IV shit. Like hat, denim jacket, decked out in gear. And Logan's like, take that off. And Jules is like, hey, you need to actually capitalize on this. Like, they sent you this stuff. Wear it, rep it. Like, you need sponsors, my guy. It's money.
Yeah.
And then Tucker walks out and says that he found Hunter Davenport. Hunter Davenport mentioned number 3. And then Jules I thought that Jules was going to spill more tea than they did, because they started talking about, oh, y'all don't know why Dean has beef with Hunter? Well, you know, Hunter and Dean's younger sister Summer went to high school together. And then that's it. You were expecting more than that, but we didn't. But that's okay, because I, unlike Hannah, can connect dots and use my context clues.
They didn't even say high school, just they went to school together.
Well, they're in college and Summer's younger, so it has to be high school.
But Summer's only like a year younger than Dean. And they're juniors.
Look, man. Dean's a senior because he said that his senior year got ruined by Garrett's.
Yeah, but still, Summer's only like a year younger, because she was
2 years, I believe.
in the books, at least. She was in a school at this time. Like, she was in college at this time.
Yeah.
And she transferred to Briar U because she was having such a hard time at her school.
She just needed a little bit of Hunter. So then Logan pulls a head coach move, and he tells Tucker to reach out to Hunter about playing for them, even though Dean apparently hates Hunter's guts.
Which is actually crazy to me, because I'm like, do you have the authority to do that?
Well, someone's got to be in charge, and it's not going to be Dean or Tucker.
I'm talking about the coach or the management should be the ones asking players to come there. But
yes, girl, but this is an Amazon Prime show.
You're
they
right.
don't even wear skate guards, and Hannah owns this arena and walks into it anytime she wants and does whatever the fuck they want. And they played hockey with a turkey on Thanksgiving. Like, this is not the land of reality.
Right. I need to remind myself. Thank you.
The players do the recruiting around here, partner.
Around these parts.
Period. Hannah is singing a song with a guitar. In the bay window of their apartment, Allie watches with a cute little smile on her face and tells her how amazing it is. And Hannah's like, oh, this old thing, I wrote this in high school. And then there's some more words exchanged that add nothing to the plot at all, but it does lead into Hannah telling Allie that, hey, you know, my friend that got drugged and assaulted in high school, and that's the reason I don't drink. Yeah, I'm the friend. That was me.
Yeah.
Which Allie says that she always knew that Hannah was the friend, but she just figured that Hannah would tell her when she was ready, which is book accurate.
Yeah.
And also so incredibly sweet.
She plays this character so well.
She actually plays this character.
Yes.
Like a person.
Yes.
I mean, she's reading lines with freaking Joanna Maxwell, so we know she knows her shit. Then Hannah tells Allie that she is her favorite person, to which I said, then why didn't you picture Allie in your little mental montage of who makes you smile and who makes you happy from episode 7, babe? Not a girl's girl.
Yeah,
she's a relationship girl, and that I firmly believe. That's what she's shown me. She's a relationship girl. There's nothing wrong with that. But now that we're single, our best friend is actually our number one priority again.
Yeah. No, I agree. Everybody's got that friend, though, that gets in a relationship and you just
never see them again.
Don't see them, hear from them, nothing unless they break up.
Exactly. Then Allie gives her words of affirmation that every girl wants to hear. She is my comfort character.
Yeah. She says because Hannah's like, I wish that I was still the girl that I was when I wrote this song. And Allie said, the Hannah I love is that girl and is this girl and is all the girls in between, because you're not just one thing, you're everything.
I love her so much. I actually have chills. I have chills.
Allie, I need you in my life.
Truly. I will treat you. I know I will treat you better than she can. Speaking of Hannah owning the rink. Hannah is at the rink with Jules, and they recorded something at the rink. We get no context. They allude to it's going to be used in Hannah's song.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine a worse concept for a song than incorporating hockey noises into it. That's just me, though. What do I know? I've written 0 songs.
I wrote a pretty fire song about popcorn one time when I was really young. I recorded it on Mom's phone. Popcorn. Like
to the mic.
I don't even remember what it was, but I was just like, I love popcorn. Like whispering into the phone. And then one time, Mom played it on speaker loud in front of all of her friends. And I cried.
It's to them,
so
it's like,
embarrassed.
oh, so sweet. Like, look at this cute little kid and how sweet they were. To me, it's a humiliation ritual.
It was literally a humiliation ritual.
But in
Anyways.
a humiliation boy ritual, of course, as they are wrapping up, the Briar U hockey players are no guards in sight walking to the ice. They did ask Hannah's permission to enter the ice because, of course, she is the keeper of the ice and the keeper of the rink. And then
like the
in the
Lorax
background,
for ice.
there's one random ass bench. And, of course, our little sad boy Garrett, AirPods in, of course, not acknowledging his teammates that are walking by at all, is sitting on the bench in a dark outfit again because he knows he looks so good in black, and he does.
Yeah.
And Jules says that Logan is also not on speaking terms with Garrett, which is fair. I actually feel like that's a boundary that needed to be put up in place episodes ago. But that's one thing about me. I'm not going to let people treat me any type of way. I will be very clear, and then I will set up my boundaries and tell them I'm taking a step back. And once they get their shit together where they know how to treat me like a friend, then we can talk. But that happened a little late for Logan. I'm just happy it happened at all. And Jules kind of outs Logan, as siblings do. And Hannah's like, yeah, I've just been using Allie's phone to watch his stories or something like that. And Logan's like, or not Logan. Jules says that Logan is doing the same thing, which, whatever. It doesn't matter at all. Do they even speak? I have no more notes on that scene. If they speak, it's to say absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Words might have emerged, but there is no necessary for that.
My next thing is a conversation between the two of them, but I don't think it's
the
that
next scene.
Yeah, correct.
All right. Next scene. Sad boy Garrett is skating on the ice alone because that's what he does, and you've got to know he's sad because he's skating alone, as sad boys do.
Hands in
Hannah,
pocket.
the owner of the ice, if you will, walks up because she can do whatever the fuck she wants, and beckons him over. They converse about her song. Then Hannah says she dropped out of the showcase.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me? So you're just not gonna graduate. Why? I literally cannot believe. And they drop it so casual, and I don't know who's more disappointed. Me, Naveed, her parents, Carol,
Allie.
Bullshit. Yeah, does Allie even know that she dropped out of the showcase?
Yes.
Well, she was the only one who knew. Then, because they both just want to completely self-sabotage, Garrett says he's thinking about quitting hockey. But, like, if you were forced to not be able to play, I don't think it counts as you quitting.
Facts. Can I read my train of thought?
Oh my God, yes. As I try and get comfortable again.
She dropped out of the fucking showcase. Good. I hope you can't afford tuition and you're not at Briar next year.
She can't.
Garrett's thinking about quitting hockey, and my first thought was, good, quit. Then the two of you can go fuck off to the middle of nowhere and not be a part of season 2. Which was a bit harsh.
But I don't care.
But in the moment, that's how I felt.
Yeah, if they're allowed to be sad boys and sad girls for literally half the episode and give us nothing but just blank faces, then I'm allowed to hate.
Yeah.
I'm many things. A hater first and foremost.
Bro, and then I think it cuts to the flashback of the fight, right?
Well,
please tell me.
Well, okay. Before that, and I will... God does give his worst battles to his strongest soldiers, and that's me.
Apparently.
But Hannah reminds him that he said he would be relieved if he didn't play hockey. True. And he looks miserable. So Hannah also tells him to stop being an asshole to Logan. But seriously, why did that need to be spelled out?
Literally, he should have been
What
able to
has
think about
Logan
that.
done? Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing but speak absolute facts after getting battered by you for half of this damn show.
Yeah. And then he finally had enough, and now you're pissed. Fuck off.
Fuck all the way off. Then What is this? I have Garrett watches and relives memories.
Okay, so then we get a flashback.
I can't remember how they worked in the flashback.
It's when Hannah's
I guess it's about Logan. Sorry.
It's when Hannah's like, I'm like, let me speak. Speak, Ella.
Speak.
It's when Hannah's like, Logan's done nothing but be there for you, essentially, and like that's your best friend. Like,
Allegedly,
you should be nicer to him. And Garrett has a flashback to the fight, and Logan's the one that pulled.
Hold on. Because I need to reenact this for you.
Oh.
So we get a flashback to Garrett. He's punched Delaney, pulled him to the ground, ripped his cage off. Hot boy shit. Is beating him to smithereens.
Yeah.
We're getting shots of from Garrett's point of view down on ice, and then we're getting shots of Delaney's view up at Garrett.
Yeah.
And you know,
great.
honestly, this is what I came to watch. So I don't know why Garrett in the flashbacks, because it cuts back and forth, of course. Garrett is looking angry and upset with himself, but I'm not angry and upset with him. I actually stand by it and I wish he'd done it. So
100%.
then Logan comes and pulls Garrett off of Delaney, rips his cage off, gets forehead to forehead with this man, and
holding his face.
Keep in mind, he's going, look at me, and Garrett is screaming, bring him to me, which is literally the hottest thing ever. Bring him back to Garrett. He wasn't done. He needs to have more words. They're forehead to forehead. Logan is going, it's not you. Why would you drop out of Yale? And Logan goes, I got you. That is verbatim what happened. Were they lovers? Worse.
If you've ever read like a super cheesy, poorly written,
they didn't even kiss. All that and no kiss.
Can I speak?
Maybe.
Where someone's like, the main guy's getting in a fight and his girlfriend pulls him off and is like, look at me, you're better than this. This isn't you. That is exactly what happened. But with his best friend, and I wrote POV, this turns into a gay hockey romance, heated teammates.
I'm not gonna lie, they had more chemistry in that scene than I've ever seen Hannah and Garrett
They
have.
had hella chemistry. Explain it.
I was like, maybe that's why you're so upset.
Oh.
Maybe you just need a little.
Maybe that's why you're jealous.
I don't know.
Because you want him, not her.
So then Garrett goes home. Logan is fixing something or cooking. He's doing hot boy shit activities.
He's cleaning his tools in the kitchen sink.
Yeah, hot boy shit, as you do. Logan, I can't remember what he's wearing, but I remember I liked his outfit.
It was
I like the way they've styled
jeans, a t-shirt. There's a dirty rag hanging out of his back pocket, and
they style him like Lucas from One Tree Hill.
Scrumdiddlyumptious.
It's just clicking to me.
They do.
They style him exactly like Lucas from One Tree Hill, and that's why I
100%.
like it. And then they've got like Tucker and Dean, and Tucker will be in like fucking camo shorts that are like white and green, and then like a pink and yellow shirt. Like they are doing wild ass shit with the other ones, but with Logan styling,
they got him
impeccable.
Honestly, I think they've got Dean down. He's always in a shirt that says like "Daddy" on it or something.
Yeah, I mean that is probably book accurate.
Yeah.
But I like how they style Garrett and Logan.
Anyways.
Back to this fake reality in which we are living in. Garrett thanks Logan for pulling him off of him being Delaney, and then apologizes for being a hothead and gets ready to tell Logan all about Phil's abuse. But of course, because this is actually a PBS special, penises don't matter in the rating of shows. So it pans out and we don't actually get to hear any of that dialogue or see Logan's reaction. The pan out move is cowardly because albeit Garrett's actor is just not the best at imitating emotions and conveying them. But Logan's actor, I do believe, would have ate the scene down.
Well,
no
Logan's
survivors.
actor was on Broadway. He should be able to.
Yeah.
Thank you for the kisses, Teddy.
But yeah, I think that was a cowardly move. That's neither here nor there. Next scene is we pan to Malone's, and Bo and Dean are on a little friend date. Keep in mind, Dean is in a shirt.
Wait. Let's go back to the other scene real quick.
Go for it.
Because I have a quote from Lauren.
Oh no.
Because Garrett's like, I'm going to tell you some things that I've never told anybody. And Lauren goes, tell a trusted adult. And I said, get Tucker in there.
Yes, because my thing is, first of all, don't think I didn't notice that he used the template that Hannah has used for telling hard truths. Love it.
Well,
but
what is
also,
your plan here?
Logan has enough trauma as is, and I just think that this man should be telling a trusted, licensed adult. I am
agree.
very glad that he told Logan, but like, let's take it one step further and let's get into therapy.
No, 100% Garrett needs to go to therapy.
Because like Logan doesn't know what to tell you, but I am glad that he finally told Logan. Like, thank you for giving some context. It's about damn time.
Literally, because what do you mean you haven't told your best friend for years anything about that? Like, no wonder he reached out to your dad when you didn't. No wonder he thought that you were just being a flake because you didn't share anything.
Well, Garrett in the show is a really shitty absentee friend.
He is. I agree. Okay, sorry.
So back at our little friend date with Bo and Dean, Dean is in a shirt that says daddy on it with a bunch of hearts. It's very cute. I love it. It's not hearts, it's stars.
Stars.
And
I'm a star.
Dean tells Bo that he's hooking up with Allie, and Dean's like, no fucking shit, bro. I rode in a car with you for hours on end to New York. Like, you think I can't tell? You think I don't have eyes? Then Dean drops the hookup rule that has been instituted by our queen, Allie, and says that he can't hook up with anyone else, which is book accurate because in the book, as I've spoken on, once Dean gets with Allie, he literally cannot get it on with anyone else. Like, we are having some erectile dysfunction problems downstairs, if you catch my drift, by me spelling it out explicitly using medical terms. So
to use Dean's terms, dick's not in it.
Dick's not in it, you know? He's like, I've lost my edge. I just can't do it, which is book accurate. I'm just happy to see some semblance of the book around here.
Yeah.
Bo tells him to listen to his heart and level with Allie.
Calling for you.
And that's facts. Dean tries to buff that he's totally fine with Allie hooking up with other people. Bo, best friend that he is like, bud. Which immediately breaks Dean down. He's like, yeah, I'm not fine with it.
Yeah.
Not explicitly, but it's what was communicated. Because these two can actually act, mind you. So then...
I'm sorry. I'm just like, this show has broken part of me.
Yeah, so then Bo builds up his bestie to tell Allie that he wants to be his one less lonely girl. Like, he wants Allie is Justin Bieber and Dean is one less lonely girl. Like, that they need to chat. It off. She needs to be pulled for a chat. We need to be boyfriend girlfriend. The big B and G, if you will.
Exclusive and in a relationship, because they are not one and the same.
That's so true. Then the next scene is Allie leaving class, and then we see just straight up, which is Jeremy from Paradise. He's running by, stops right in front of Allie, acts like he doesn't know what he's doing, pulls his shirt up to reveal his chiseled abdominal section.
It was a wild shot, actually.
They linger on it for so long.
Well, also, we paused to catch up on the notes, and we paused, and the screen was just on his abs.
I paused, and then I looked up after typing and was like, why did I pause it on this? But then it proceeded to linger still.
Yeah, it did linger for a long time. I was like, that's a minor. In Paradise, he's like 16.
Yeah, but apparently here he's a full-grown man. He also, he just oozes riz.
He does.
Like, it's incredible.
Been chosen by Ted. Oh. I'm so glad that was on camera. Okay.
Are you okay? Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, he's fine. He's gonna go lay in his hammock instead.
Oh, he's a sad boy. And then Allie, they have a little flirty flirt, oozes riz. Then it just like cuts to the freaking locker room, and apparently we're having a hockey game right now. So Jensen is giving his locker room pregame speech. Garrett again freaking walks in a dark suit and interrupts the speech and asks if he can talk to the team. Jensen obliges because he's just a good man. And also in the book, Jensen did not give good pregame speeches. It's a thing. Look it up. So Garrett apologizes to the team. They're better than me. They immediately forgive him. And he, again, recites what Hannah told him, which is...
He makes it all about him.
As he does. As he does. He's like, hockey is about playing for the guy on your right and your left.
He didn't say left. He said for on your right.
Literally right.
And
we don't care about a left wing.
It still irks me, actually. The OCD. I'm like,
so
and on your left, right?
And what about
and
your
left.
defenseman? And what about your goalie as well?
Yeah.
What about playing for the love of the game?
Yeah. Anyways.
That's fine, because what actually happens is Logan tears up during this just self-centered, half-assed apology. He tears up. Everyone's forgiving him. In my mind, this is just a recoupling of John Logan and Garrett Graham, which is a Love Island term.
The amount of Love Island terms we have used.
Yeah. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
And then Garrett gives Logan the C, makes him captive. C as in captain, not C as in... Because this is not heated
I
up
didn't
for you,
think
unfortunately.
that was the case.
Well,
I would have assumed that would have been like give him the D, but it gave him the C. Also,
or the P.
It was not the C off of his jersey because it was the wrong shade of blue.
It was,
and he had it on when they went out on the. How did he already had his jersey on? How did they stitch that on fast enough? But it's fine. Plot hole.
doesn't matter because this is.
Also, actually, it does matter. Because Logan wasn't even an alternate. I would have thought, oh, you promote an alternate and you give Logan the other A. But no, it's fine. And that's all. I just think it's a little disrespectful, but I understand the sentiment.
Logan was the only captain of the team this whole season as far as I saw, so it's fair. To me.
Sure. Move on.
Anyways, our other main character syndrome, Hannah, she runs into the showcase and then begs Naveed to be added to the showcase. She hits him with, I don't care about winning. I just need to share my truth so that I can heal. Will you let me into the showcase or not? To me, I'm like, okay, if you don't care about the showcase, it's not about winning. Like, you just need to speak your truth. Put it on Instagram like you did your other song.
Facts. Actually, I didn't even think about that, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I said it in the moment. But of course, she's the main character of the show, so she gets added onto the showcase. No problem. Not disrespectful at all to everyone else.
Yeah,
it just goes to show if you drop out of something, it's not actually permanent.
Yeah. It just goes to show that you don't actually have to be held accountable for the decisions that you made.
Back at the hockey game, they're winning.
These bitches.
And then it it cuts to Allie. She is post hookup with Jeremy from Paradise.
Carter St. James, not
Charlie.
Carter.
Is it Carter or Charlie? It doesn't matter because apparently that's not his real fucking name, and we'll find that out.
And we knew that. We should know his real name.
I didn't know. I mean, it sounded like a pretentious ass name.
Because it was a fake ID at the bar. And she was like, that's not a real name. That's a character from Glee.
To me, though, he's just Jeremy from Paradise.
That's fair.
Well, they are looking like two of the hottest people on the planet. Allie gets a text that Hannah is going to perform at the showcase, so she leaves Jeremy from Paradise in bed. He goes, what, you don't want my number or anything? She said, no, it's a one-time hookup, as I previously stated. Love to see it. Women's rights. She goes to the showcase to support her girl, but she also calls Dean to tell him to get Garrett at the showcase. Dean's walking out of the locker room. He picks up the call immediately. He's like, hey, we're going to Malone's. Like, I'd love if you come there. And she's like, get Garrett, get him to the showcase. Hannah's performing, which of course he does as commanded. Book accurate. Dean. The guys immediately are like, yeah, of course we're going to go to the showcase for this girl that Garrett dated for like approximately 2 months and has been broken up with for at least 1 month at this point.
That's not a fair statement because clearly he still really loves her.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It just reflects well on them. And I just said it in a cunty way because I'm a bitch. I can't remember who, but someone's like, how do you know? I think it's Logan, actually. It might be Tucker. It doesn't matter. One of the guys asked how Dean knows that Hannah's performing, and he doesn't have a response ready, but Bo covers for him, and true bestie formation says that, oh, people were just talking about it, because people talk about the pop showcase of the musical majors at every college hockey game, especially
Obviously.
the Ivy League ones. And that's on you for not even anticipating that was going to be the answer.
Absolutely. Duh.
Duh. And period. So then the boys head off to the showcase. Garrett, sad boy main character syndrome that he is, hangs back. Logan turns around to see what's his fucking problem this time. And he goes,
this bitch.
what if she doesn't want me there? Bitch, shut the fuck up and just go to the showcase.
Like, get out of your own way for one fucking second.
Which is essentially what Logan tells him in way nicer terms.
I don't know how Logan's putting up with him. I'm not going to lie.
I don't know. I said he was being sad boy supreme here.
You had a pretty iconic quote that I'm going to quote here in a second.
Okay, I'm scared. It cuts to Hannah, and she is in, if y'all are familiar with Glee, which you should be because I mention it every episode, when they do their original songs, they wear, and I'll make sure to send you a picture to put here, they wear these like blue satiny ugly ass dresses with black socks and black combat boots, because that was of the time.
So of the time, actually.
It's very of the time. That is essentially what Hannah is wearing here. I shit you not, y'all. She's got on this blue satiny dress.
It's silver.
Is it? It's like a blue or silver.
It's straight up silver.
That's fair enough. Who cares? And then some black boots on with it, which potentially at this point, I don't even know if I paid enough attention. It could be boots. It could not. She's performing at the showcase after taking literally the longest time possible. She walks up on stage. There's like a bunch of instruments everywhere. She is reading her lyric book and smiling, having a little laugh like, I remember when I wrote that. Keep in mind, the showcase is actively happening and you are an add-on. So we're already over schedule. You should be immediately hitting play on your performance.
Technically, they never removed her from the brochure. So
I thought they didn't add her to the brochure because she dropped out.
no, he said, they didn't have time to reprint this and remove you.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I was too annoyed at what was happening at the moment.
There was so much
couldn't
happening.
understand.
I don't blame you for missing that.
Yeah. Then she starts. I am not going to lie to y'all. I cannot attest to the song she sings because I didn't listen to it fully. The part I listened to was more than enough for me to want to put on the mute button, which I did. But there's various activities happening. There's hockey noises.
Much happening.
It's like cutting to pucks hitting like the wall, and I don't even know what other. She incorporated these hockey noises, and she's playing the piano. Then she's got like a DJ set that she's spinning on. Then she's playing an electric guitar. It's insane. Quite simply, it is insane. It is a dichotomy of a woman broken. She threw everything at the judges.
To quote Lauren of the past, she's Jonas Brothers 3-in-1 right now.
She is Jonas Brothering harder than she's ever Jonas Brothers in her life.
Yeah.
Everyone's sitting there in like the first or second row. Everyone's applauding. The judges look audibly impressed, which to be fair, she just played like 15 different instruments. And that's a wrap. She doesn't win because
she gets second place.
Which is crazy because I feel like I don't remember if she won. But she didn't drop out of the winter showcase. She absolutely rocked that shit.
Yeah.
In the book. I can't remember if she won. I want to say she did.
I also want to say she did.
It doesn't matter because Garrett, with all of his money, builds her own studio in their McMansion in the epilogue of the book.
Yeah, in the book, not in the show.
And she's got like an agent in the book after graduation. So then it cuts outside and Garrett is waiting for her. He begs her to take him back, and Hannah obviously does.
It honestly pissed me off because in my mind, she is the one in the wrong.
She is the one in the wrong.
Breakup. She is the one that is supposed to grovel and apologize and ask to get back together.
Beg forgiveness.
She is the one that way overreacted
massively
and caused the whole thing. And he's the one apologizing and begging and groveling. It pissed me off.
They make up. They have a cute kiss, whatever. Next scene is Malone's, and Hannah and Garrett
are making out in the booth.
In my high school, there's this one disgusting couple. Everyone called them the makeout couple.
And the boy lived in our neighborhood.
He was like our neighbor or something. And they would aggressively make out like anytime you would see them. It was insane.
Between every single class.
Every single class. It was literally insane to have to witness. And that is what Garrett and Hannah are doing. They are aggressively making out at a booth in Malone's. The boys are at the bar, and Jules is there as well, and they're ignoring it, except for Logan. Logan is at a high-top table, facing them directly on, smiling and laughing at them as they're exploring each other's tonsils, mind you. Like, insane.
I've seen
insane directorial direction there. Directorial direction. Love that for me. Insane decision. Hated it. Allie walks up and interrupts to tell Hannah that she was amazing. And then that's basically it from Garrett and Hannah, unless you had anything to add on that little bit.
I don't have anything left from them.
So then it cuts to Dean. He's watching Allie order 3 tequila shots, and he, in plain view of everyone, mind you, he walks up to Allie with the literal hottest hand placement I've ever seen in my life. It's like she's got on like a corset, midriff type thing, and like low cut jeans or whatever, so she's got like a little bit of skin out, period. He walks up, he does hand placement right here,
right on the head.
And then guides her to a different high top table where they flirt with each other, and somehow no one is clocking this. Not a
Bo
single
clocked it, and that was it. But Bo also knows. So like,
it's crazy.
I mean, everybody's in their own world.
Are they?
Garrett and Hannah are too busy making out. Logan's too busy watching.
Yeah.
Justin Cole is probably singing a poor cover song somewhere.
We haven't seen Justin in like 2 episodes. It's been
God.
phenomenal.
I'm
Phenomenal. Dean tells Allie that he. Dean tells Allie that he didn't complete the assignment because he likes her and wants to be with her. He said, "Will you be my girlfriend? Check yes or no." She panics and tells him that he has to complete the assignment because she's actually in charge here and what she says goes. And he's like, "I don't want to." And she's like, "Well, you have to because I completed the assignment." And then Bo interrupts at the worst time, thinking that they are, being exclusive.
Yeah.
He walks in, interrupts, and then
he's like, "Why aren't we celebrating?
Like there's anything to celebrate right now."
Like,
my
read
guy,
the room.
you have the most emotional intelligence of any of these guys here, but you read this one wrong.
Yeah.
I don't even know how, because Allie's face is what you were seeing, and she's clearly panicked.
Yeah.
So then Allie is telling Dean and Bo, because Bo's there as well, that she hooked up with a guy. And then it cuts to Jeremy from Paradise walking in. And he's got on this like vintage, I believe, Ralph Lauren sweater. It is so cute. I loved it. He walks in. Dean sees him and is pissed. And that's when we find out. You can grab that.
Yeah.
That's when we find out that Jeremy from Paradise is actually Hunter fucking Davenport.
Yep.
Who could have seen that coming?
That's not
Then
book accurate.
Shit goes way off the rails. Logan
Yeah.
gets outed for telling Hunter that the team needs him to save them because, of course, players recruit in this university. Mark that. Dean walks up to Hunter. Hunter talks shit as any rival would.
Yeah.
Then Dean pushes. They have a little shoving contest, and then they start fighting. There's some punches being thrown around. No noses are getting broken, though. It's going to be totally fine. Don't worry, y'all. Jules videos the entire thing.
Which I'm like, they're supposed to be protecting them at the end of the day. Like, this team's already gone to shit. Maybe don't video that and post that on the 5th line, please.
It's an interesting decision on Jules' end to video the entire thing, because it looks like they're live streaming it, but I can't say it because I wasn't in the room where it happened. I only got one angle of it. So Jules is videoing it. Hannah and Allie are like, "What is going on?" And Allie's like, "How do you know him?" And Bo's like, "No, how do you know him?" Essentially. And then Bo tells her that is Dean's sworn enemy. That is Hunter motherfucking Davenport.
Yep.
And the episode ends. Well, I believe Jill says, "And that's their new starting line." And then credits roll.
Yeah.
Woo! Are y'all as tired as I am?
I'm fucking exhausted.
What was your plus minus penalty box?
Plus, we finished the season.
My plus was Garrett finally opening up to Logan and turning his humanity switch back on.
Actually, yeah. That's a good one. What's your minus?
The NCAA bullshit That just sent me over the edge. I'm sorry.
Mine is Hannah and Garrett. I'm tired of seeing them. Thank God next season is supposed to be about Allie and Dean.
For real.
I hope we do get some of Logan's story next season. Like, I hope they hint at it a little bit more.
I don't know. He finally got in good graces with me, so I don't really know if they want to start introducing our absolute legend, Grace Ivers.
Yeah, I mean, they already name dropped her.
Yeah, but we didn't see her.
That's true.
What was your penalty box?
Penises.
Mine was that fucking hockey fight reenactment lovers scene between Garrett and Logan. That was truly insane.
That was when we had to pause.
I'll reenact it better for you.
We literally...
Hold the mic. I've pulled you up. I've ripped off your helmet. Look at me. Look at me. I got you, G. I got you. Insane. Insane. They dropped that in the episode. It's never spoken about again.
That is the most physical touch you have ever showed, and I felt so uncomfortable.
That wasn't me. That was Logan speaking through me.
No, that happened, and I reached over and pressed pause, and we both were just like...
Insane. Insane behavior. So yeah, let us know if when season 2 drops, if you would like us to review it. And if you don't, that's okay. We'll probably still do it anyways, because I love to talk shit. And also, it's Dean and Allie, and I fucking love them.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I'm like, we could watch it, because next season is supposed to be centered around them. And they are way better actors. They've got way better chemistry. I could do it.
I am telling you, though, if anything happens, if a single pore on Beau's face is touched with malice or negative intent, I'm not watching that. I will simply skip. And that's just a little bit about me.
I forgot about that.
Because it's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
But what is going to happen is we'll be back next week.
Yeah, next week should be an untold story about a hockey player turned bank robber.
Buckle up for that one, kiddos.
Which is crazy. Unless I don't finish the book in enough time. And then we'll talk about something else. But that's my plan.
All right. We'll see y'all next week. Bye.
Bye.